Hi everyone, it's Karen at Karen Schultz Designs, and I am finally getting around to making that video for you to show you how to use one photo to populate all of the grids in a super fast and easy way. And of course that's using my Memory Photo Collage template, and this is the Plus version. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the page that we're going to be making, and I think you're going to be surprised at how fast it is. This is the photo I'm going to use for this page, and you can see it's not quite as large as the template is because it's a really large photo, and because we're going to be lowering the opacity anyway, we can enlarge this just a little bit and it's not going to hurt the resolution. So Control T, Command T on a Mac, grab those corner handles and just drag them over just a little bit until you get to the edge of that template, and then hit the check mark or enter to commit. Let's go ahead and turn that off right now. And on the Plus template, these are options that are available where we would turn these on or off as we wanted to use them. We're not going to use those just yet. The row 1 and the row 2 and all the other rows, those are the ones that we want to focus on right now because we want this photo to be clipped to all of those grids. Now, normally you would think that you have to take the photo and clip it to every single grid, but not so. Let's click on that first row 1, space 1, scroll all the way down to the very bottom, hold down the Shift key and click on that last one, row 10, space 10. That has selected all of these grids. Right click, and an option that has come off the screen is Merge Shapes. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and now those are all merged together. If I turn this off, you can see there's nothing there. These are all of the grids. So let's bring that photo down, grab it, and just drag it down to the bottom of the layers panel where our grid is, and let's go ahead and turn that on. Now to clip it to all of those grids at one time, hold down the Alt key, hover your mouse between the photo and the template, left click, and now you see that the photo has been clipped to all of those grids at one time. For this particular page, we don't want this to be quite so bright, so I'm going to lower the opacity of the grid. We have a white background behind the grid, and so we're going to get a nice clean look. Just go ahead and lower that opacity. So if this were black or any other color, it wouldn't look like this. It would look, it would have the color that the layer is, but because it's white, we get this really nice look. Now let's come back up to these optional layers that are in the Plus panel, in the Plus template, I'm sorry. And let's just go ahead and click on this, and that will open up a new template for us. I'd like to use the same photo, so I'm going to bring it down. This is a duplicate. It's not exactly the same one that we used to clip. It's the same photo, it's just a duplicate of the photo. So we need to make it smaller. Control T again, and I'm holding down the Alt key this time to constrain the proportions. Let's go ahead and clip that, Alt left click, and then we can see if we want it to be a smaller. I want it to be a little bit smaller, so I'll go again, Control T, bring in that control, the transform tool, and that looks nice. Now because these aren't connected to that bottom, I can, pardon me, hold down the Shift key and click on the mask that the photo is on, Control T, and I can just rotate that very nicely to give a little interest. Hit the check mark to commit. And let's go ahead and add a nice little white stroke around that. We want to add a stroke to the mat, to the grid, not to the photo. And I'm using Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop for this. So adding a stroke is going to be a little bit different than if you were using Photoshop Elements. I want a white stroke, and I want it to be on the inside So let's make it about like that. And I'll add a nice little drop shadow. That looks fine, and click OK. And then I made some word art prior to this video, and I'll just turn that on so you can see it. So that's a super easy way to use one photo on multiple grids. If you wanted to use maybe just a third of the grids or a variation of the grids, you would just merge those together and then go ahead and complete your layout the same way. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll leave my email in the comment section below, as well as a link to where you can find this product. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy working with it.